Hi everyone, my name is Eric Hansen and I'm here today to show you a little tutorial on inheritance for ActionScript 3. First off, here's a little introduction to what inheritance is. Inheritance is a term we use to describe when a given class takes an existing class and can do everything that it can do, but with modifications. For this example, I will be showing you how to set up a parent class with various subclasses which inherit the variables of the parent class. For understanding purposes, we will be using the parent class mammal with subclasses dogs and cats, as you can see in this little demonstration right here. Inheritance pretty much means that any variables or anything in a parent class, for example here, the hair length, eye color, number of teeth, can be accessed in any of its subclasses. So the dogs class or the cats class can access any of these variables, and even further, the German Shepherd, the Border Collie, the Siamese, or the Persian classes have access to these variables as well. Alright, so to get started, go ahead and import your previously created template. And we're going to start by creating an ActionScript class. I'm going to put mine in a package called erichansen.mammals. And I'm going to title the class mammal. And there isn't going to be a superclass for this because this will be the parent class. So now that we have the mammal class, let's go ahead and create some variables. Now you can make these protected. That way the mammal class and any of its subclasses have access to it, but I'm going to go ahead and make it public just so that we'll have access to them in the main class as well. So let's see, hair length, which will be a string, public, eye color, which will also be a string, and number of teeth, which will be an integer, and retractable clause, which will be Boolean, and diet, which will also be a string, and region, origin, which will also be a string. Alright, so now that we have our variables, let's go ahead and create our subclasses. So new ActionScript class. Let's call the first one dogs. And so for the superclass, this is where we define the parent. We want that to be mammal. So you can see here, public class dogs extends mammal, which basically means that the dogs class is a subclass of mammal. Let's create another class called cats, superclass mammal. And now let's go ahead and give those variables some definition. Now for the dogs and cats, since they're more broad, we're only going to define the number of teeth, whether it has retractable claws, and its diet, being that hair length, eye color, and region of origin are more specific to certain breeds. So the first, let's do number of teeth equals 42. What's the other one? Retractable clause equals false. And diet, which is a string, will be omnivore for a dog. Alright, so let's go ahead and copy that and you can paste it in the cats class and change those values. So number of teeth will be 30, retractable claws will be true, and diet will be carnivore. Alright, so now that we have those variables defined in our subclasses, let's take it a step further and create some more subclasses, but this time the subclasses will be underneath the dogs and cats. So let's create a new class. Let's call this one German Shepherd. And the superclass for this one will be dogs, since it is a dog. Let's create 3 others. Border Collie, again, dogs. Siamese, cats. And Persian, cats. Okay, so now in these classes we want to define the more specific variables like hair length, eye color, and region of origin. So let's go ahead and do that. Hair length equals medium for German Shepherd. Eye color was dark brown for most German Shepherds. And region origin equals Germany, obviously. So again, we can copy that and paste it in the Border Collies class and change those values. So for the Border Collie, has long, medium hair. Its eye color's brown. And the region of origin is Northumberland, Scotland. So now we can again define these values for cats. So hair length for a Siamese cat is short. Eye color blue. And the region of origin is Thailand. So again, for the Persian, hair length is long, eye color is green, blue, or copper, and the region of origin is Khorasan, Persia. Alright, so now that we have our variables defined in each class, this sort of gives you an example of how you can access and modify variables through inheritance in your different subclasses. So just to see if they work, let's go into our main and add them to the stage. Let's see, so we have create a new variable mammal. Let's add the mammal class or object and create a new mammal. Now notice how it automatically added the import. It automatically imported the mammal class. So if it doesn't do that, make sure you go ahead in there and manually do it. So let's add the other classes or objects. Let's see, dogs equals new dogs. Cats equal new cats. And German Shepherd equals new German Shepherd. border collie equals new border collie, and Siamese equals new Siamese, and lastly Persian equals new Persian. Alright, so now that we have our classes or objects added to the main with new variables, let's go ahead and see if they work by tracing them. I'm going to start with the German Shepherd, so I'm going to give it a little title, German Shepherd, and let's see, let's access the diet first for the German Shepherd diet. So being that all dogs have the same diet, they're all omnivores, let's access the dogs class. So we do that by typing dog, since we created a variable dog, which is the dogs class. And so now that we're inside that class, we want to access the diet. So dog.diet. And let's do plus a little comma there. Why don't we do the number of teeth next? So plus again dog dot number of teeth, another little comma, plus retractable clause, plus again dog dot retractable clause, and being that this is the German Shepherd, let's give it another trace. Now this time we want to access, let's say, hair length. So here, let's give it a title, hair length plus. So now we want to go into the German Shepherd class, so we say German Shepherd dot hair length plus little comma. Let's say we want to access the eye color, so German Shepherd dot eye color, and we can give that a title too. And comma region of origin, again German Shepherd dot region origin. Looks like I didn't put a capital S there. There we go. And so now you can go ahead and debug that and see what that gives us. So here we have the German Shepherd, the title. Dog.diet is omnivore, number of teeth. Dog.number of teeth, 42. Retractable clause, false. Hair length, medium. Eye color, dark brown. Region of origin, Germany. So this pretty much just gives you a little example of how inheritance works. It pretty much just saves you a lot of time. You could put all your variables in one parent class. If you know that they're going to be the same throughout all of the subclasses, it just saves you a lot of time. Rather than having to create new variables in each class, you can just access those variables from the parent class. So I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial, and enjoy.